In this video, I want to show you that you don't need to spend loads of money to style your curly hair. You can get some really great affordable products at your local drugstore to get those bouncy, juicy, voluminous results. This is going to be more UK based just because that's where I live and that's where I've gotten these products. If you're able to get access to them from where you are, then obviously go ahead and follow this routine, or you can just follow this routine with your favorite drugstore products and use the same styling techniques. One of these products I use a lot, and it's this Garnier 3-in-1 hair mask. I've just become so obsessed with this product over the last kind of 6 months. You've probably seen me talk about it a lot, but I just love it because you can use it as a rinse out conditioner, or you can use it to style your hair like a leave-in conditioner. This is a great product to kind of bridge the gap between washing and styling and make the process quicker. This isn't already in my hair because I wanted to demonstrate how much I would use. So we're going to start off with this as the leave-in. It also smells amazing as well. And I'm going to start off with that much. So I'm just raking this all over. I do get the best results when I'm styling my hair soaking wet, and I do feel like my hair has started to dry. So I'm going to probably spray that down in a minute. I think I still need more cream. I'm going to take that much. I'm just putting it at the top. And now I'm going to just spray some more water, just because I want this to be soaking wet. Okay, now my leave-in is in. What I'm going to do is distribute this through with a brush. I've just found that even distribution of a leave-in conditioner or cream means that my hair's less likely to be frizzy because every strand is evenly coated. Now I'm just going to rake my hair because I want to section my hair to get maximum definition. I want to work section by section with the brush, and raking just makes it easier to actually get the section without snagging your hair. You want to kind of create that space at the root. You want to take your index fingers, glide them through the hair and meet them in the middle so they're touching, and then use that to kind of carve the section out. Then I just twist that section around. And now I'm going to clip it just with a claw clip like that. For that middle section, I just go above the top of my ears. That's kind of how I measure it, and doing the same thing and putting the claw clip in. Okay, now this is our section 1, the bottom section. And what I'm going to do is create some tension in larger sections with my Tangle Teaser, which I wouldn't say this is the most affordable brush in the world, but it is from a drugstore. But I do feel like this is probably one of the best brushes I own in terms of the investment and the things it can do, because this is designed to be a detangling brush. So you can use this in the shower every time you detangle your hair. It's designed to do that. It gets the knots out very easily with enough conditioner in. And it's also a brilliant styler when you're trying to create brush tension and get your curls to spring up in the styling process. So for that, I do think it's a really good investment if you are looking for a brush. So in big sections, I take my index finger at the top and I press and I kind of glide the hair. I'm doing this very gently though, even if it looks like I'm not. I promise you I am. Then I get the hand and I just shake like this, and you can see the curls spring up quite nicely at the bottom. And I'm going to do that all the way around, taking the brush at the top, putting my finger, and then gently pulling it. You can just let it drop as well. You don't have to shake it there and then. You can just do this after. I haven't left much hair on this bottom section, I've just realised, but that's okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to comb through the sections just so my hair doesn't go into these like mega clumps where my hair's just in 4 really big curls. I want my hair to be very separated. So this isn't going to ruin anything. It's just going to divide the clumps. So I'm just going to go through like that. I love this comb. If you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know I rave about this very simple detangling comb from Boots, and it's quite inexpensive, I believe. Okay, this is the first section almost done. We're gonna lock it in with a mousse. This is the Jerome Russell Be-Styled Volumizing Mousse. I've mentioned this a few times, but I don't think I've ever actually demonstrated it in a video. This is an affordable thickening mousse. We're gonna use it in place of like a normal mousse or a gel. It's not gonna give as much hold as a gel, but I really love those bouncy, voluminous results. So I'm gonna do this section by section. I'm gonna glaze it, scrunch. Now I'm going in with this middle section at the back, and I'm just going to twist the one I'm not using, just so I don't get it confused. The same thing I did on the bottom section, using my finger for a bit of tension, and then shake. That actually separated really nicely, so I might not need to comb that. Okay, now I'm taking more of the mousse and I'm going to do a few more pumps and I'm going to glaze and scrunch. I sometimes find it's easier to scrunch the back section on each side. Okay, we are done on those sections. Now for this top section, I'm going to divide it up again, twist the front that I'm not using yet, and I'm just going to clip it out the way. And I'm going to do the same process, but I'm going to kind of use this clip to hold the bit I'm not using yet. I'm going to spray a little bit of water just because it's started to dry. And I'm putting my finger on the top again, gliding it up, and I'm going to pinch it here and just shake. And now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to divide this up, same thing. You can also bend like this if you want a little bit more volume at the root. You can see, whoo, gives a lot. Last section, and I'm just gonna shake them a bit just to separate them. Now a bit of mousse, and then take it to one side to scrunch, and then the other. Now with this top section, I always like my face framers to be extra defined, so we might do these a bit differently. I'm gonna make sure this is detangled first. On the sides, I'm going to go away like this, just to frame the face. What I like to do is put my brush this way with my finger and then pull down. Shake a little bit and they go very defined, and then I just separate gently just because I don't want mega clumps at the front. Then I just scrunch. Now I'm going to go in with a bit of mousse, just one pump. I'm going to put some there, scrunch, and flip back. And now I just give the root a little shake, and I'm going to give one final pump of this for all over my hair. Actually 2 pumps, that wasn't quite enough. My hair is looking very defined. So I actually lost the footage of me explaining what this product was. I'm just using the Bee-styled heat protectant spray, just to spray it all over before I diffuse. Okay, now I'm gonna micro plop just with this towel that I'm wearing. If you don't have a microfiber towel but you really want one, but you don't wanna spend the money on one, you can use a cotton t-shirt. It will work almost just as well. And what this is going to do is just make the drying time a little bit quicker, and it can also really help with definition, just to absorb that excess water weight. Now we're on to diffusing. I've put a silk scarf around my neck. You can use silk or satin, and this will just stop your curls getting too frizzy in the process from rubbing on whatever you're wearing, or obviously you could wear like a satin dressing gown, robe, whatever you have. And I'm using the Curlsmith diffuser just because this is the one I already have. This is one of my favorites. This is definitely more affordable than like the Dyson hairdryer, and I do really love this hairdryer because it doesn't seem to overheat and it dries my hair very fast. So I do think this is a really good investment. But for more affordable options, obviously you can air dry your hair, but obviously if you don't have time to sit around waiting for your curls to dry and you need to be places, I would recommend buying a universal diffuser bowl on Amazon and sticking it onto your existing blow dryer, whatever one you have. I think that would be a lot cheaper, or you can invest in a hairdryer that works really well. I've been using this for a long time now and I really like it. Guys, we're halfway through and we have a dilemma. Firstly, this scarf, I feel like this is no longer big enough for my hair length. I keep having to move the scarf around for my hair to sit on it while diffusing. So we're going to switch out to this massive one, which I can't even tell you where I got this from because it was a random market. It's from a market in Florence in Italy, from a holiday I went on. And it's amazing, and I forgot I had it, and it's perfect because it literally doesn't need to be moved around. There's no gap. Also, The bigger dilemma is this isn't offering me enough hold right now, and I can see my hair getting frizzy. You might not even be able to tell on the camera. Yeah, actually I can see it a little bit more now the sun is coming through. We can fix this, and this is a good little hack if this ever happens to you as well, when you're trying new products and things. I have used it before, but I think maybe I did use a hold product with it before, because I don't remember this. So we're gonna go in with some curl jelly, which is from Umberto Giannini, and it's drugstore, and it's very affordable. So I'm gonna go in with that much curl jelly, and we're gonna go in with it on half dry hair. And I guess this is the Smartest technique, but the difference is I didn't even use any of it to start with before I started drying. So I'm just gonna glaze that all over to try and save this wash day. Like, the results probably would have come out okay, but I still want this wash day to last me. So I don't want to get all the way dry and it's really frizzy. I've just put a little bit more in my hands. I'm just scrunching it all over. I've still got a little bit more on my hands, so I'm gonna kind of get it up with some water and then go on my roots here, because they're going quite frizzy. I think that might have fixed it. I'm now gonna finish diffusing and we will see. Okay, I think we saved it. I am just gonna air dry for the rest now. I diffused a little bit more and I can see my hair's really springing up now, and there's not much frizz. So that's a win, and it's a relief, because I was thinking, oh dear, what are we gonna do? I just couldn't really, I haven't used it in a while and I couldn't remember how I used the foam, the mousse even. But I think I must have used it with a hold product, because immediately I was feeling like my hair wasn't that frizzy before. Obviously, I don't know the full results yet. It's not fully dry, but I can feel like more of a cast on my hair now, which will scrunch out when it is dry. But I feel like that could be quite a good combo, this thickening mousse with the curl jelly, because the products seem to have worked really well on top of each other. So yeah, I will be back when this is fully dry. I think my hair's nearly dry. I'm just taking these clips out. I'm actually loving the definition. I'm really glad I was able to save this wash. I'm just gonna shake it out. And now I'm gonna take some of the Umberto Giannini curl oil. I'd say you only need that much. And I'm just gonna smooth it and scrunch. And I'm just gonna get rid of that gel cast. Okay, these are my results. Let me know in the comments what you think. The first thing I'm realizing is I have a lot of shrinkage. A lot. This routine has really made my curls spring up, and I think it's actually the protein content from these two products. It must be, because they're really, really springing up, more than normal. But let me show you the back. And I have a lot of volume as well. My hair isn't actually fully dry, by the way. I've just kind of realized it's actually, I'd say 95% dry, and I think it might expand a bit more when it is fully dry. But yeah, I'm really happy with these results. We nearly had a failed wash day there, I think. I think if I hadn't have gone in with the curl jelly, my hair might have been really frizzy. And it might have looked nice for you on camera now, but I don't think it would have lasted, and I need this wash day to last me. So I'm glad we went in with the trusted curl jelly. I already knew this obviously worked really well, but I did want to incorporate products that I don't often talk about, just to give you more options. But I still love these products, and I just think the lesson was that this doesn't give enough hold for me personally on its own, but it's great for volume, and it works great with the curl jelly. So I know that now for future. And it'll be good to see how this lasts, so we can do a proper overview to make sure it just doesn't look amazing right now in the moment and then suddenly gets frizzy later. So I think I'm going to show you how I protect it at night, and we'll see how it looks in the morning. Hi guys, hopefully you can see me okay. It is now the evening and I want to protect my hair at night, but I'm just going to show you how my hair fully dried, because earlier when I was showing you, my hair was still a little bit damp. My hair feels really nice, soft, shiny, bouncy with volume, so it actually was a really good wash day. You can really see the definition right now. But now I'm going to protect it. So what I do is I take a big satin or silk scrunchie and I put the back up first. I'm going to put this section In the scrunchie, just once. People have asked me before if I do once or twice. My hair's got denser, so I do once. With these clips, these mini claw clips, I take the front of my hair and I pin it with the back like this, and I kind of pin it horizontally this way, half into the scrunchie and half kind of into the hair. A bit more of the back and the front, pinching it in. I can't actually see what I'm doing right now because the lights are so bright. Can't even see what I'm doing. It's because I've not got used to the studio lights and I've been winding down for the evening and I've just come back, so I'm like, what is going on? Oh, I've missed a bit, look. Do you know what? That's gonna get left. I actually can't be bothered. This bit will get left for the evening. Now I will sleep on a silk, or I think the one I've got on now is satin. And that will mean that there won't be too much friction caused, no frizz overnight, and then I'll show you the results in the morning. And now it's the morning. I'm just taking out these clips. I actually couldn't speak live in this clip because it was too early and I didn't want to wake my partner up, so doing a little voiceover for you, taking the scrunchie out, and then I just shook my hair out. I do this every morning because this is how I put my hair up every night, and honestly it's the best way to protect my curls. Look how much definition and volume I have. Overall, I'm so happy with how the results came out. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Please let me know in the comments if you did, if you found it helpful. Remember to like the video and subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I'll see you next week. Bye.